Beautiful people doing out there. It's your boy Rocky.
And it's your girl Mel.
And this is the Common Sense Show, where sense isn't all that common, but the truth could be right there in front of our face. We just gotta want to see it.
Yes. Right.
Our first topic today, we are talking about the movie Antebellum, featuring Janae Monáe.
Yes, and our girl Gabby, which we know as Precious.
Yeah, Precious. I'm sorry, Precious. I didn't mean to forget about Precious.
Yeah, we tuned into this movie the other night, and we was just like, the subliminals is too much in our face. Like, the energy, just no secrets, no nothing. They giving it to us, like.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We seen this movie. I believe it was on Netflix.
No, baby, it was on Prime.
On Prime, yeah.
No, Hulu. Excuse me.
She don't know. But Hulu, if you don't see it on Hulu, check Netflix or Prime.
Yeah, Prime, they make you pay for it.
Yeah, and the movie Antebellum, man, it's a strong, I believe it's a message. It's like a little threat of us, the people who talk about change and talk about the racism of the world, the systematic racism and all the stuff that us at the lower level we can't see. They show how we had a strong black woman preaching about this, talking about this, made a career out of this.
Yes.
And they kidnapped her and put her back on the plantation.
Yes, so we're going to show you guys the clips of the trailer so that you can see exactly what we're talking about. And, you know, we're going to come back right and talk about more of what's going on.
These sapphires are here to fulfill your every need.
Wherever you were before, that's over.
That's over.
You are my only way out of here. We must choose our moment wisely. We go tonight.
Do your own research. If we talk about something, go check out the movie. All right?
I want us to be reminded, right? Mm-hmm. We're in 2024.
Yes. We're
in the year of exposure.
Yes.
So things have to be shown to us whether we accepting it or not. Yes. And I feel like these movies that we're watching, we have to stop looking at them as if they're just fictional things that, you know, people are so creative and just like, you know, oh, it's an amazing movie. No, I feel like people need to look at this movie and really analyze what they're watching. Okay? Because we already sick and tired of the slavery concept, right?
Yeah.
But this is not that in this. You get what I'm saying? It's to make us feel like, oh, we been there, we done that. That's why they just throwing it out at us. Like, oh, it's just another slavery movie.
Yeah.
No, baby.
And they know we tired of that. This is the thing about the slavery content. They know that we are tired of seeing slavery content. It's like, this is what they try to make us forget about it or even downplay it to where it's like, blah, blah, blah. No, the shit is very real. It definitely happened, and it could be happening now. And this is what this movie is proving. So let's tune in.
Let's tune in.
Let's tune in.
I've noticed too in the beginning of this year that the energy was the movies that they gave out to us with The Color Purple and Mean Girls. Like, to me, it's just like those are dumbfounded, like distraction kind of movies. You get what I'm saying? They keep throwing out things that had already been made. And that's just to throw us off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Antebellum had us thinking like, yo, what happened to these YouTubers that was, you know, talking about real stuff?
Yeah.
Like, listen, babe, please tell us the news.
Enjoy your dinner.
No. Sorry, I think what my friend is trying to say is that...
Actually, babe, I got it. This table is 100% not acceptable, and I think that you know that, don't you?
Becky. Listen, I'm actually not gonna go back and forth with you about exactly why this table is unacceptable. You're gonna seat us over there.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Rebecca. You're doing great. Yo, get your sis. They'll call Cassidy.
No, this is good.
Yeah, well, then you're welcome.
Oh yeah, so now I remember in 2020, right? I was feeling the energy, and there was a lot of people there. Like you had eBay Forster, you had Young Pharaoh, you had Spiritual Soul, you had what's the guy who went into the woods? Nature Boy. You even had those type of people, and now we in 2024, and them people are gone.
Where are they?
They say most of them went to jail, but they are gone. And I'm sorry, but it seemed like this movie is a message that, yo, if y'all keep on trying to fight this white system or this whitewash system, we are gonna come and get y'all. And y'all don't want to go through what y'all past went through. You understand? So I think it's a threat in a way of a Hollywood movie, a ritual. You understand?
Yeah. That's how they're able to make it like, oh, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are not ever like accounted for when they throw out movies. You get what I'm saying? You got people like you and I that, let's say we want to speak up, and we got you motivated in your house to make a difference and make a change. Soon you start getting these people pulled into your ideas of changing whatever information, whatever is against their propaganda and control. That's when all of a sudden you disappear.
What do you want? It's 3 a.m.
We can call out, like, let's say Rashad Jamal. We know that he's in jail.
But we really don't know that. You see, this is the thing about jail too. We know that the jail is the new age plantation. So we don't know if they really in jail or they are on them newfound plantations. You understand?
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about, man. It's about keeping us in place and having us shut the F up when they want us to. But it's time to talk out.
Yeah, symbolism is showing. If you speak out, you may not, they obviously probably not going to put you back in slavery. But let's be honest, we searched up about antebellum. They just closed down the Civil War reenactment groups. That's where they was hiding supposedly these people in the back of their plantations. They land that they bought.
We understand that these things we wasn't aware of. We wasn't aware of their a lot of us that's not down south and all that, we up north, we not really paying attention to all of the things that's going on or went on in the south. So this reenacting data, I even looked it up.
Yeah.
And I seen that it's like, yo, y'all saying that y'all closed down for other reasons, but then this movie come out exposing the real truth of it. You understand?
Exactly. Because it's like, why would we be proud of a history that hurt us if we're moving forward and change?
Why we want to keep on reenacting it?
It's a crime on distraction. Like, oh, let them dress up, let them do what they do. But then the real secret is they got their fantasies being played out. These are the same groups of men that fought for slavery. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? They're reenacting this thing. They living in that same energy what we fought for already. And 2019, guys, that was before the pandemic happened. You get what I'm saying? Distraction on distraction.
Distraction on distraction.
Antebellum has a lot of subliminals.
All right, for real, check it out. You watch the television because it's telling a vision. On this television are channels where they channel the vision. And within these channels are programs where they program us with the vision. And within these programs are the cast. They cast the vision onto us. So we watch a television that channels a cast that programs us with visions. Funny how the news is called broadcast. There has to be pros and cons to all of this. Check this out. Gress. Pretty much to take a step. That's where we would get the word progress, because it means to take a step forward, to move forward. So if pro is progress, then con is congress, right? Isn't that funny? Congress? Con, pretty much making someone believe something deceptively. You know, contract. So remember that the next time you sign a contract. You know what they say, real eyes, real lies, real lies.
All right. So what you think about that? Putting spells, casting spells with these words, these word tricks. What you think about that?
I feel like it explains why people feel limited to where they want to go in life, because it's like they're already putting these bad programmings into themselves. Like, you tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna work a simple job and feed my family. How else would you even expand from that if you already settled it in to yourself? Like, this is what it is through just saying those words.
Yeah, I believe they it's just like history, right? I'm gonna use history for a little example. They say history. They even give us classes on history, the topic, history. And when you break the word down, all you getting is his story. So this history that we think is truly history is being documented and recorded and then delivered by a person, one person. And this person could be like me and you. They could expand the truth. They could lie. They could have any type of personality disorder that make them want to say anything and deliver that message. So how do we know history is really real? And that's what we're facing with now.
I agree. They're feeding us their side of the story, and that's it. And we know, as we can see, there's many people's stories that wants to be heard, and we all see how there's different angles of looking at things. And the way our system is set up, we all falling into what they want us to see. And that's what the illusion is they constantly giving us a way to talk, the way to all think. We thinking we're being different, but no, they planned us to be that way. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was we spoke about this like 2 days ago, probably a day ago. And I said the movie that, it was like an old movie, and the skeleton started looking at their watch, and it was saying like obey and stuff like that, and you don't make your own thoughts or not your thoughts. And I looked at that movie, right? And I'm looking at all of the consuming stuff that we buy and how they saying not your thoughts. And if we was strong enough to admit the truth, I'll admit my truth and say, yo, I really never bought nothing on me wanting something.
Yeah.
I probably bought things because I seen it in movies, or I heard it on the radio, or I seen one of my favorite celebrities with it, or my mom's told me I need to have it. You understand?
Yeah, it was overly stimulated to you.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's all of a sudden a need in your life,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's what they want us to do. They want us to constantly give them our money
Mm-hmm.
and give them everything that we have, such as
Our energy.
yeah, working just to pay bills,
Mm-hmm.
working just to live the most minimal of your life and then just die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's also just another form of slavery.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because they're living their best life. If you look at it, they're
Mm-hmm.
safe. Nobody's trying to come harm them. You know what I mean? Nobody's trying to come take from them.
Yeah.
But they want us to go through that because it has to be a balance, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know no better, you're gonna be just trapped into the spell casting.
And not asking no questions, not seeing nothing, not being aware of nothing.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe there was a time where we all was like just. I remember the 2000s, and I don't know if it's because I was young in age, but I didn't question nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't have a bone in my body to question nothing.
Everybody
I just
was
literally
just pushing
went,
their
just
thing
went with
on
the
you.
flow.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, on Saturday morning, everybody going to line up for Jordans. I was on that line.
Yeah.
You understand? Shit like that.
We do that now.
We lining up for Jordans, like for a period. Like, this shit is weird, bro.
It's like, as long as they keep our minds not thinking about what's really important and what's really going around us. And I feel like that's why these movies are so significant, because it's like, okay, if bad things are happening around us, what are they? And they're like showing us. You know what I mean? Like, there's more to think about other than putting yourself in a box.
In the average mind, and this is the big trick, I believe this is the biggest deception, period, is that they have dressed it up so well that we don't even know we putting ourselves in a box.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, we don't know. Our capability could be so broad, but look how many people they got doing the same thing.
Yes.
You understand?
People right now are wondering why their business is failing, why their family is struggling. It's because the ones that know more have taught you to put yourself in limitation.
In these positions, yeah.
Yeah, you accepted that, hey, I can't be no more than what already it is. Such as an example, our grandparents. Oh, you just work, your family be fine. But you're tired, and these leads to diseases, and these leads to sicknesses and unhappiness or absentness in your children where now they're corrupted. All these things lead to things.
Yes, yes.
But the moment that you learn how to break away, like, hey, I can be happy and healthy and give off love at the same time, that is like supposedly like a myth.
Yeah.
It's impossible to reach that type of thing. That's like heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if they made it that way, where now everybody's in this gray area, we want to show you why. Because we are already programmed to say, this is what it is, by words, by mouth.
Yeah, yeah. What you speak, right? And we picked this topic because I know when we argue, when some of us, we can argue with our brother, we can argue with our sister, we can argue with our mother. And when we in the height of arguing, we are not present as far as the true essence of us, which is love, happiness, care, all that, right? The true presence of us is not there. There's something dark there. Yeah. And we say these harmful things to each other and not realizing that what we say to each other can manifest on each other's life, on their whole reality. And I think it's like these words, these word games, these these spells, we have to fully create a curriculum where we are learning these things. You understand? Forget the curriculum we got that's teaching us ABC 1, 2, 3. Yes, that's that's bare minimum the ground level. We need certain education practices in place to teach us about certain things, and it's not there.
I agree, because we're living in a world where a person that's above you most likely would judge you. And then once you're in a position where you're being judged, you're already feeling now low and feeling like, oh man, I'm not reaching expectations that these people want from me, like a job or a boss, or whatever situation that you're going through. You're always being put in situations where you're feeling like you're less than them. And the moment that you accept that in your life, you wonder why you feel the way you feel, why you can't feel like, oh man, I could run my own business one day. Why you will accept slavery back in your life. So these are the trickeries of high class, low class. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all want to,
these are the way it is.
These are the things, the secrets of the Illuminati, things like that. Things y'all want to know what they doing. These are the type of things they're doing to keep us unaware and keep us in systematic slavery. Being in each other's energies, could it be a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, so we're gonna show you a guy's example of what's good, a positive way of energy coming together.
The blessing of being in each other's energy. What it could do for your body, your being, your whole entire being. Yes. Play the clip.
Which is still not explained by science. At the same time, some experts say that it's just a fiction. But the story that happened in 2018 is the best proof that miracles happen. Today, I want to introduce you to the adorable babies, Dylan and Daniel, and to their story. I was very scared because it was too early to see her babies, only 25 weeks of pregnancy. But her husband didn't waste a minute taking her to the hospital. The nursing staff tried for 2 days to stop the contractions, but all their efforts were unsuccessful. Soon, the doctor said they had to prepare the girl for surgery. Hannah's husband was at the hospital supporting his wife all the time, and soon the babies were born. Dylan weighed 900 grams, but Daniel weighed only 700 grams. The doctors kept telling them not to be discouraged and to have faith in their babies, and they told them how much they imagined what would happen a second later. Older brother Dylan turned to his dying twin and put his little arm around him. The twin brothers' hug lasted about 5 minutes, but as it turned out later, that was enough time to affect little Daniel's condition. It's hard to believe, but on the same day, the baby's condition in the incubator suddenly improved. In just a few hours, the doctors transferred him from a 100% forced oxygen supply to 50%, and it gave the parents some hope. But the joy didn't last long. The next day, they got a call from the hospital saying the baby's condition had worsened again. But this time, the parents already knew what they had to do. Hannah and her husband took Dylan and went to the hospital again. The older twin was placed with his brother, and the same thing happened. The baby got better again. Of course, no one could say with certainty that it was Dylan who helped his little brother, but no one excluded the fact that the baby got better from his brother's embrace. As the doctors themselves said, they did not expect the boy to recover and called this incident just a miracle. After only 5 days of such manipulations, Daniel was completely taken off the lung ventilation and he was perfectly able to breathe on his own. Soon, this closeness to his twin helped the boy to fully recover, and a few weeks later, he went home. And in October 2019, the twins celebrated their first birthday.
All right, I seen that clip.
Yes, as you can see, the twins, the benefit of a twin about to be on this brink of death, has this already known being, it has a brother, and they brought him together and he healed him. You understand? Yeah. It was something that the doctors couldn't even explain. You can't write this down, but like, this is definite reason why that baby was healed. This is just something that we understand that it gotta be love, a transfer, a balance between the two. Okay, there's many instances where we can't see that unless it's like a miracle situation. But these things are real. They're constantly interacting every day.
Very real.
And if we can use that in our daily lives, other than going through a traumatic situation like the twins, you understand? And people only recognize that energy when it's extreme.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
So once again, right, these, the way that they have learned about chemistry, energy chemistry and it interacting with each other, things like that, being in each other's energy, right? These are certain things that they don't tell us. They'll probably just say, stay away from negative people. And you'd be like, all right, what do you mean stay away from negative people? All right, cool. But then you learn that if I accept a negative friendship, I'm probably going to have certain issues with this friend. I'm going to have to be fighting for this friend. You know, I'm going to get all type of things for having a negative friend. And I might not have a high esteem after dealing with this friend. She might make me be a low esteem or him make me be low. And this all is a form of being in each other's energy. We wanted to bring this topic to awareness is because that a lot of us, we got good hearts. A lot of us know what the fuck we got to do. We on the way to it and all that. And then we allow certain people in our comfort zone. And then things go to shit like that. Yeah. And we be like, yo, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, we got to realize that these energies that we are allowing can influence us in a good way or in a bad way. You know?
And I agree. It takes us just as much as, let's say you clean your house, you feeling good, and then unknown, person comes to your door. And you just chilling, you invite them in. All of a sudden when they leave, the whole week is messed up. Like the whole week, your whole week just turned gray. And you're not understanding where it's coming from. It could be because of that person thinking so much negative thoughts about you. And you're so kind-hearted in your ways. Oh, it's okay, I'm just being a good person. No, we have to learn that you are able to protect your energy too. Don't invite that person into your home. You know what I mean? For the sake of you having a good week. As simple as that.
And even on the flip side, just like with the twins, it could be as negative even as positive. A lot of us, we could be having a bad day. And you come across somebody that might say, hey, you look beautiful, your hair look nice, or hey, something, or hold a door for you, something as simple as that. And that right there could change the way you feel. And that is the influence of energy. So I just want us to be...
It's a chain reaction.
Yes, it's a chain reaction.
In that order. Yeah, from that on, you pass positivity. Now he'll pass positivity. Then she'll pass positivity. And that's what they don't want us to recognize. You get what I'm saying? They want us to believe in, be selfish. Do this for whatever intentions or idea you came up with, and then it hurts somebody else. You think that don't matter. But it does. It leads down a different road. And
I think and I believe so, like most of the topics that we got, if we learn how to start living life from these angles and paying attention to these things will be a whole lot better. I think I know that for sure.
People should be more aware of their choices. Because I feel like the world is turning into just the all about me kind of direction, and they think they're not harming anybody, but it is. It does. You want people to all fold into a positive direction because it does affect you some way, somehow.
Very egotistical, I believe. Yeah. So moving forward, we got the email address, the connection, the big World Wide Web connection that the email address can attach you to. What you feel about this?
I feel like I never paid attention more than ever how email address is needed for everything. Yeah. Like, since the day I started working, I needed an email address. And I never thought like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? But then I started thinking like, it makes sense. Like, it's a track thing. Like, you could keep up with everything that I was doing. Since I was 18, that's when I started my first email. You know? No, 16. But still, it's like a invade of privacy.
Yeah.
In that kind of sense.
If I was unknowingly, right? I'm be just moving through life, and from, like you said, from the age of 18, I wanted to get my own job so I could make some money for myself, right?
Yeah.
Or even looking for a job required me putting my email address. If I wanted to apply for public assistance, email address, clothes, everything is attached to my email address. Everything about me, the jobs I might want to work, the clothes I like to buy, the sneakers, everywhere I shop, my address, how much money I'm making, my checks.
Google, period.
Everything,
searching.
yes, everything is attached to. You can even tell how many phones I bought, how many models of phones I bought.
You have to start it off with your Google.
Yeah, with your email. How many TVs I bought, what kind. You understand?
Yeah.
Those things. What I listen to, the music. If I had a Spotify account and listened to certain type of music, oh, they got it. If I wanted to watch porn, they got my email address too.
Yes.
So this is real. This is
This, first of all, just like everybody else, we just sign up for things, right? So we're not thinking, oh, what's the harm? It's my email. But now they coming up with this intelligent thing called AI. AI is a part of our lives. And we like, what's the threat of AI? The threat of AI is that they had our email since we was in teenage years. They can completely take all that data and be me.
Better than you could be.
Better than me. They know me better than me because they would be like, oh, she's straight to what I would buy, straight to what I would look at. This is what consuming and the financial system is all about. Oh, you like something, buy it. You see something, get it. You know what I mean? You wanna be like her, be like them. It's all this tracking of personal data that you think is, just in the system, like in the air.
You're not paying attention.
You're not really looking like, if I'm looking at like secret things like people porno. You know what I'm saying? These are the things you probably wouldn't want the world to know about, but all of a sudden you're getting advertised these things.
Yes.
It's not just out of nowhere. These things been tracked forever. They know what to throw at you. You thinking you a psychic at this point. You know what I mean?
You got this special power. Yes, this is leading to
an illusion of what they already know. I can promise you, I've seen documentaries of the greatest psychics is knowing the most about your social media accounts. You understand? That's why they're so good at their job, because they can look up who your mom name is, who your sister name is. They don't have to do no work at this point. That means that they can manipulate you. You understand? That's dangerous.
And that's another form of control. That's another form of programming. That's after they programmed you, now they can see the full you, like, oh man.
And I'm pretty sure there's laws that was against those types of things. You understand? We've been to school. You can't even take somebody else's essay and make it your own. That is called being fraudulent. So if we care that much about taking somebody else's essay in school and being penalized about it, how much do we care about taking your identity?
These people, man, they good. I told y'all.
What? Should we care or should we not care? Exactly. You understand? The trickery is real.
And it seems like they don't care.
They just want the money.
They just want the money. Give me my money.
Give me my money.
So moving forward, we got Tesla's robots assembling themselves.
Yeah, we seen that.
Where are we, y'all?
Yeah.
Where are we? Where we living? What are y'all ready for? What is the game plan? How are we going to fight these things? Because now, let's just say, you have these AI things that's smarter than us, intelligent than us. The niggas could build a car from the ground from a screw.
Yeah.
You understand?
Without us.
If they can do all these things and then assemble themselves without us.
Yeah, they taught them how to assemble themselves. So we're going to show you the video so you know what we're talking about.
Tune in.
Yeah. So I'm glad y'all watched that. At this point, what do we need humans for?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my husband, right?
Yeah.
Because I've watched some videos and I've learned that there's out there in the universe planetary systems that are just mechanic.
Yeah.
Just robotic. No spirits, no humans, no earthly trees, nature, none of that. They're just
technology, robots.
Technology.
Yeah.
And in my mind, before I knew about this AI robotic stuff, before it was even made, all of a sudden we have these intelligent things being created on Earth. And it just makes me think like, it's like this is the start of it. Like, this is the reason why we have all these things out in the universe, because it was created through an idea. And they definitely took over and said, hey, I'm just going to be away from the humans.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I look at it like this, right? And I see, just like you see it, I'm looking at these movies. And before, right, when I wasn't aware, and probably a lot of unconsciousness going through me, I'm just looking at a movie like it's a movie. But now I'm like, yo, it's the frequency. This is not just a movie. This is what every movie is about. You understand? Yeah. About this, about us going to this brink of technology where we feel like we getting gifts and we actually opening portals for these things, or opening war zones.
Yeah, opening more paths. Yeah, like opening more paths of endings and events that we are out of control of. Because what are humans most fear of? The world ending.
Yeah.
And when we start inventing things that are capable of doing that, you know, now we created opportunities for these things to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People keep thinking about stuff that's so simple, like zombies to me. Like, they're manifesting these things on the earth. You get what I mean? So it's something as silly as that. How much can we actually do when we make these things?
Exactly. I agree
become real.
Yeah, exactly. There's no defense. We still living in a land where if you carry a pistol to protect yourself, you're getting thrown in jail. So there's no defense for no zombies. There's no defense for no alien. There's no defense from the average hard-working, tax-paying human being against the alien invasion. Some shit that they are prepping a school. I just seen it on TikTok that they are now prepping a school for alien attack. They have taught these people a procedure to get out of the school in case of an alien attack.
You see? And why would we prepare a specific group for that?
Yeah,
because they want that reality to be here on this earth, whether we ready for it or not. You get what I mean? It's just these big events that we can't handle and we're not ready to deal with, but we're just creating it already.
and we letting it rock. So now all of that, it leads right into this next topic, right? So this next topic, I told my wife, I had to talk with my wife about all of these things that's taking place. Us being in this age of information and seeing things for what it is.
Exposure.
It's like, when the Bible, what the Bible say about the Antichrist?
Well, it speaks about its deception in Revelations, how people are going to fall for him being the savior.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because they're looking for a way out. And the way the Antichrist is always the opposite of what we think he is.
Yeah.
Meaning we think he's coming to be good and rescue us, and it's just change we're not prepared for.
And so that right there, right, that information, and then to see how this world changed ever since COVID, from the explosion of spiritual beings on this earth during 2020 and forward. We have all in some way have felt like these spirits, this feeling that we was feeling was coming from God himself, that, hey, I'm waking up, I'm having awareness because of God. God have saved me, he's protected me, he have came down, he have fulfilled the prophecies of the spirit raining down because of the direction we all was going in.
Yes.
And the ideals that they put on social media of what was happening.
Yes.
You understand? Only to realize that, hey, this technology, it was going to make us feel like this no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
This technology, this 5G thing that they was promoting, there was actually human beings that understood that, hey, y'all put this technology out, y'all going to kill us. And y'all not only going to kill us, but y'all going to pollute the air. Y'all going to bring on some shit that we don't want here.
Yeah.
Only because y'all using this certain type of technology that's opening these portals.
Yeah.
And that was going to be very cancerous to us, but we was going to accept it. They was going to teach us to accept it
anyway.
Yeah, anyway, and feel like, hey, it was our savior. I felt like that. I'll be the first to admit, I don't care if nobody else admit it, but I have felt since 2020 I was getting saved, that God have healed me in ways that I didn't understand, and that I was being taken up to heaven.
Yeah.
I promise.
And being accepted to this idea of everything is peace, everything is love, everything is togetherness. And when we read Revelation, the opposition is, no, this is wartime. Mm-hmm. This is fighting time. This is getting back what it needs to be changed over so the love and peace can come in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Antichrist always was about, being the opposite of what we already know was to come. Yeah. We can't be tricked out of this moment, no matter where we are in life. Mm-hmm. The energy was going to be given to us. Mm-hmm. But what can we do to throw off the humans, to deceive them, make them believe that, no, you're safe. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? No, you go ahead and do what you need to do. That was only to expose who God's children really was.
Yeah.
So that they can be better prepared, because they know they're going to lose. Mm-hmm. But see, now when people speak up and people are talking a little different, they're better to identify. That gives them the better up.
That's where you get the movie like Antebellum from. Yes. Y'all expose y'all hands so we know who the fuck to get out the way, who to get rid of. Yeah. You understand?
And to eliminate the bigger power, the big energy change. Mm-hmm. Man, there's 2-year-olds being born right now ready to change the world. Yeah. And we can understand that because the energy is so potent right now. Mm-hmm. Meaning that the war has started. Yeah. And if we don't want to accept it for what it is, you go ahead and fall into what the opposition already been programming inside of us. Mm-hmm. It feels, you can feel the fear being pushed into people at this point. Yeah. It's so much fear.
The fear and distractions. I'll say the fear and distractions.
And when you're in chaos, you're gonna destroy yourselves because you can't think straight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking like, hey, what am I gonna do right now? No, you think about survival.
So for those of y'all who y'all know y'all are God's beings, but y'all feeling this energy where things are changing, things are happening. You're not feeling it for no reason, but always question everything. You understand? I'm not gonna sit here and say God never gonna come to us. No, that's not it. Be careful of what we are choosing to accept. That's all we say.
Yeah. Your spirit is gonna help you figure this out. You know. It
So,
weighs it out.
so next and last topic. This was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a good situation, good movie.
Had to watch it twice, y'all.
Yeah, we had to watch it twice. I feel like about these movies in these times, God said use your creative bugs to get this message on, to wake your fellows up.
Yes.
And I believe this movie have did that, because I'm never visiting a national park.
No camping for my family.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. But the movie we talking about is called Lovely, Dark, and Deep.
Yes, you can order it on Prime because you have to buy it. I don't know if it's on Hulu or anything else, but I know you got to buy this movie. It's new. It's 2024. Another sign of exposure where they can't keep the secrets anymore. You get what I'm saying? This movie is about a woman. She becomes a park ranger, and she obviously has intentions why she became a park ranger. And we're going to show you the clips of this trailer here.
Stay tuned.
Congrats on the dream job. Been after this for years, ain't you?
Leave nothing but footprints. Kill nothing but time.
Morning, Rangers.
114 responding, over.
There's no database for people who go missing in the national park. And there are a lot of similarities between these cases.
And like the birds. Wake up!
This is where you need to be. You're taken from us. We have a missing person. Be safe out there, Rangers. Over and out.
They take. And we let them. Who? Who knows?
I don't understand what's happening.
The door! They keep us here. Wake up!
So I'm glad y'all seen that. It's fire, right? You confused, right?
Super fire.
But you still confused, right? Okay. I like these type of movies because they keep you thinking. All right. They have this thing where they're showing you the other side, the spiritual realm. It's showing them the reason why there's so many missing people in these national parks. They don't really want to be so in your face of, who it is and why they're letting these people go missing. But we both found out that it is a choice. They're doing this intentionally.
Yeah.
They're sacrificing to keep whatever going on in that area a bay, to not be, causing chaos in this form.
Yeah.
I want to specifically point out the part with the map. Okay, symbolism is everything. Specifically, the park ranger station, they have it drawn as an eye. And it's right there, center. That is where majority of missing people are just vanishing. Okay, and that is I feel like that's significant because it shows that there's portals where people could just disappear.
Yeah, me looking at this, right, and even understanding that these portals, and even if we look back, right, we go back in history, and we know that the Indians,
our natives,
our natives was the ones who found this land, but we know what happened to them, so we're gonna move a little forward. Let's say these people, these Spanish migrants, they come from these sailors, whatever they say Christopher Columbus was, but these sailors, they come around and they discover these areas, sort of like a national park. And you know, once you discover something back then, you know, you feel like you struck gold. So to find these little forests or these national parks or these places where these huge trees is, and then you celebrate or chill there, then you realize, hey, something is going on here.
Yeah.
My people was ended up missing. This is not like a real good vibe, right?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to understand why we have park rangers in national parks and we don't have them in regular parks, right? It's because these people know, just like where we can't go in Antarctica, we can't go in certain places in Roswell, all that. These things are heavily protected because you have areas like the national park where the trees is alive. Mother Earth is alive, period. And they need they need bodies, energy, souls, period, to keep them living. Blood, you understand? To keep them living. So now you'll ask yourself, wow, how many people went missing in these parks? Why they can't never figure it out? It's because these people are not missing, they are entering portals. A branch. You are in a whole new reality. Yes. You are in a whole new physical construct that you don't even have no awareness of. But they know, and this is why they keep these things protected and keep a closed mouth, because they don't want these shits venturing off into
anywhere else.
Yeah, you understand? They want to keep them where they at. You understand?
Mm-hmm. And it's so deep because, you know, these people aren't willingly signing up for these things. In this movie, she has a reason. Her sister disappeared in that area. And in her mind, she's like, I'm never going to leave you again. So she has a purpose to be a park ranger in these woods. And for her, she had to be initiated into protecting that area and understanding what's really going on through experience only, not by word through mouth. You understand? Not by, hey, warning, don't do this. You know what I mean? It has to be a personal interaction, meaning you have to be in that situation. You understand? This is why us, like living in the city or you living elsewhere, don't understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Until you're in that situation. And now everybody has to have like a guidance, like someone there to keep it at bay, like keep it where other people, the mass don't know what's going on. To me, the biggest thing is that it's a known sacrifice. You know what I mean? They're basically letting these people be lost. And it's not to be evil. It's not none of that. It's to really to protect.
Keep the balance. To keep the balance.
Yeah, and that's what the natives understood back then. And this is what a park ranger has to probably know when they become a park ranger. You know, it's just a lot of secrets in this world that we're not ready to face unless it involves you personally.
That's whole fact. And this is the Common Sense Show. Where sense isn't all that common, but the truth is right here in our face. And y'all can leave it up to us to expose it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Tune in, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, let them know we here and we staying.
Yeah.
We out of here.